Under the leadership of Mayor Tecklenburg and my husband Luther Reynolds and the Charleston Police Department men and women, we live in an incredibly safe city.
Neighborhood policing, cutting-edge forensics, the best paid and trained police force, and some of the lowest crime rates in the entire state.
If my husband was here today, here's what he'd tell you. You're not going to find a better man to run this city, to accomplish what he's accomplished, and to continue with the projects he's been doing than Mayor John Tecklenburg.
It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, showtime. What's happening, everybody? I know you're probably saying, like, Geno, your voice is kind of going. I'm good. Just the change of season and allergies are going on. But I'm good. I went to my doctor, so I got the necessary. I think I got my ring on. That's what I love doing live TV. So this is gonna be like a short show. It's really live on the best of the Geno Jones Show. Monday through Friday, our normal start days and times: 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Please subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my episodes. As a matter of fact, man, Monday, last night, last Thursday, last Wednesday, incredible shows. You gotta binge watch them, catch up with all your shows. But I had to come on today. So history was made here in North Charleston, South Carolina, where the Geno Media Studios are. The former police chief of the city of North Charleston, Reggie Burgess, friend of the show. You've seen him on the show several times. He is now the honorable mayor of the city of North Charleston, South Carolina. So congratulations, big applause. Mr. Mayor, Mayor Burgess, man, we're so proud of you. May God continue to bless and have favor on you and your family, your administration, and our great city. Just congratulations. He was so he's made history twice. He was the first African American to become police chief of North Charleston, South Carolina. As a matter of fact, when he was appointed, he should have been appointed years before that. I digress. And the night he was inaugurated, after that inauguration, I called him at home and I told him, I said, I saw something, I witnessed something with you at the time, Chief Burgess, that I only saw with two other people in politics. It was Harold Washington in Chicago. I remember the second time he ran, that's when I was old enough to vote. And he died of a heart attack. My mother, who's watching, I know she still said, they killed Harold Washington. And President Barack Obama. The way people from all backgrounds and all ages, from the little hood dope boy, trap boy, with the little trap house in the hood, to the elderly church mom, the black female lawyer or doctor, the black businessman or the black businessman, working class white people, Hispanics, almost mild MAGA dudes, and wealthy elderly whites. It was amazing. And the way everybody responded to Reggie, because he's so authentic. And I told him that night, I said, Reggie, you could run for mayor. And at the time, the former mayor, Keith Summey, I said, and Mayor Summey saw it. He knows it. And he was inaugurated, I think that was about 5 years ago. I said, what I witnessed tonight, I only saw people react to two people like that. Harold Washington, Barack Obama. I said, tonight, you could run for mayor, or the next day, tomorrow, you could run for mayor of the city of North Charleston and you would beat Mayor Summey. I told him that. I predicted it. And I'm not like Nostradamus. I'm not a clairvoyant, psychic, whatever you want to call him. But I definitely saw that in Reggie, or Mayor Burgess. So congratulations, we made history. Now in the city of Charleston, it's going to be a runoff. The Mayor John Tecklenburg, the Honorable Mayor John Tecklenburg, running against his MAGA dude, William Cogswell. And shout out to Clay Middleton. He ran a great race. He didn't come in. So the runoff, the top 2 vote getters are in the runoff. It's going to, I think, November 15th. So Mayor Tecklenburg will be back on. So listen, we're not trying to have our MAGA cult leader as the mayor of the city of Charleston. So maybe you voted for somebody. I'm just saying. It's my show. I can call it like I see it. Mayor Tecklenburg is a good man. He's got a good heart. Because y'all don't want this MAGA dude, Cogswell. No, trust me. No, not unless you want that ideology, moms for liberty and banning books and sicking the police on peaceful protesters, because that's the playbook. Project 2025. I'm going to keep beating that drum. I'm going to talk about it every day if I have to. Just Google search Project 2025. It's a blueprint. They printed it out in writing, 1,000 pages. Basically talking about how they want this white Christian nationalist movement ideology, racist, homophobic, sexist, misogynistic movement to take over every branch of city, county, state, and federal government. To move the U.S. Capitol from Washington, D.C. so they can fire all the black civil servants. And they can put MAGA cult members in these government positions to get rid of the Department of Education. So either you can afford to send your kid to a school, a private school, or heck, they'll change the law so they can, like slave labor, you have teenagers, 12, 13-year-olds working for low wages. I'm not making this up. Project 2025, I'm telling you. So anyway, hello, mother, how are you? She said, my mother, talking about Harold Washington. I love my mother. She said they did kill Harold Washington. Technically, he was killed. You know what? My mother's probably right. I don't have any evidence. And the only evidence she has is her instincts, but I trust her instincts. But she's not the only one. A lot of people in Chicago felt that way when he died. All of a sudden, he died, had a heart attack. I think he was eating a meal. I don't know if it was breakfast or lunch. So anyway, so this is just a congratulations to Mayor-elect Reggie Burgess of the city of North Charleston. Once again, of the city of Charleston, there's going to be a runoff. Mayor John Tecklenburg. So you guys are going to have to get out and vote again to keep the MAGA cult members out of the mayor's office in downtown Charleston. Shout out to Ohio and Virginia. Let me see, it was Ohio. I know Ohio and Virginia. I'm forgetting another state. But Ohio and Virginia basically said no to the MAGA cult members that wanted to ban abortion. So Ohio, they passed, they made it like in their state constitution. So by law, women have a right to terminate a pregnancy. A woman's right or her reproductive freedoms have been protected. So it's like a local version, a state version of Roe versus Wade, because you know your boy Orange Jumpsuit Hitler was bragging. I'm the one that got rid of Roe versus Wade, which was the decision that allowed women to seek an abortion if they needed one. All these states are reversed. Now this MAGA Supreme Court, when they threw out Roe versus Wade, basically said it was unconstitutional. All these states came up with these 6 weeks abortion bans, because they're not just going to ban abortion, they're going to ban birth control too. All right, fellas, so y'all need to look up. They're talking about putting women and the doctors in jail for terminating a pregnancy, even if it's what's called an ectopic pregnancy. That's when like the baby winds up, that fertilized egg winds up in a woman's fallopian tubes. And unfortunately, I'll never forget, I had a good friend when I was working out in LA. His fiance at the time, she died. That happened to her. The fetus wound up in her fallopian tubes and she died. So it's very serious. It's very, very serious. So shout out to Ohio. They protected, now it's in the Constitution by law, they protected a woman's right to determine what to do with her body. Virginia protected a woman's right to a women's right to determine what to do with her body, because now the state Senate and the state like House of Representatives, all Democrats. You got a Republican governor, but his ass is about to get out there. He thought he was going to be president. He's like, oh, I'm not going to run for president. So that was huge in Ohio and in in Virginia. Oh, in Kentucky, the Democratic governor, Andy Beshear, he won. So Kentucky was so slick. They had a black dude. Because we've got Tim Scott here, you got Clarence Thomas on the Supreme Court. So, they always find a black face to represent MAGA. To say, we're not racist, look, there's a black guy. So they found their black, and I say that in air quotes, black person, Daniel Cameron, who refused to prosecute the police officers that killed. As far as I know, murder is a legal term. The police that killed Breonna Taylor, and still they haven't been held accountable. And Daniel Cameron, a black man, had a chance to hold them accountable, but he didn't. So his ass is out of there. Karma, I keep telling you all, karma is so real. So I'm gonna close by saying this. Every vote from now to November 5th of 2024, especially my young people, listen and stop listening to Sexy Red and Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne talking about he's supporting Trump because Trump got his ass out of jail. All right. But if that MAGA madman gets in office, and when he invokes the Insurrection Act and he sends police, not police, when he sends the Marines and the U.S. military to the streets of New Orleans, where you from, Lil Wayne, and people trying to peacefully protest, and the Marines start shooting people down, like what we're seeing in Gaza, okay? All right, and Sexy Red, and Waka Flocka Flame, and Kodak Black. All right, listen, if they want to vote for their oppression, let them. But I'm not going to let them oppress the rest of us, because every election from now to November 5th is a choice. So y'all tripping on the wrong things. I don't want to hear about Biden's age, because Trump is damn near as old as he is. They only like 3 years apart at the most. It's a choice between your freedom and your oppression. That's simple. All the other stuff, the economy, no. This election is about your freedom or your oppression. Because there's a plan in writing, and you can download the PDF on your desktop or on your computer or on your phone. Project 2025. They got a plan for you, for your ass, Lil Wayne, and your cousins and your mom and your aunties and Kodak Black and Sexy Red. Yeah, they got a plan for y'all ass. You won't be singing and rapping, making any money. They'll have your ass locked up if they don't have your ass shot. This white Christian nationalist fascist movement, and these folks are for real. They're not trying to hide it. They're saying the quiet part out loud with their chest stuck out. So I'm going to make sure that not just my people, black and brown people, poor working class white people, they don't want any unions. You see what's happening when you belong to a union? Look at what happened to the UPS workers. Got the huge raise. Look at the United Auto Workers. Got a huge raise. And then orange jumpsuit jackass Hitler called himself supporting union workers and went to a plant in Michigan that was not a union plant. He's a con artist, okay? Once again, this election coming up is a choice, a simple choice. And I know y'all love Cornel West. I love Dr. West. He will not win. He will not win. And any other fool that's talking about they're going to run, Dr. West isn't a fool, which is why I'm disappointed in him, because he knows better. But some of these are fools that talking about running. You are voting for your freedom or your oppression. And I'm not going to let you all oppress me and my family and my friends and the people that I love. I love people in general, but I have a special love for black people because America, technically, has never collectively loved black people for 404 years. You can go back and binge watch all my episodes. Slavery, Jim Crow, legalized segregation, lynching, rape, murder. Come on. Destroyed successful black neighborhoods. Black Wall Street in Tulsa. They bombed it and burned it down one time. Then they built an interstate highway, which they did in a lot of very successful, prominent black neighborhoods. When that interstate highway was built, they always built it through the black neighborhoods in those cities. Don't take my word for it. You can do your homework. You can Google it for yourself. All right. So the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Thursday, 6:30 p.m. I'm going to close with the campaign commercial. For now, Mayor-elect Reggie Burgess. Mayor Burgess, congratulations, man. We love you, proud of you, and excited to see you lead us into the future here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. Let's take a look at his ad. Thanks for watching, everybody.
As a little boy, you taught me to never give up. As an athlete, at Barnes High School, you taught me to have good work ethics. After college, you taught me the value of serving others. For 34 years, I did everything I could to thank you. I am Reggie Burgess. Thank you, North Charleston, for making me the man that I am. As mayor, I will never stop working for you. Vote Reggie Burgess for mayor on November 7th.
Paid for by the committee to elect Reggie Burgess for mayor.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.
Under the leadership of Mayor Tecklenburg and my husband Luther Reynolds and the Charleston Police Department men and women, we live in an incredibly safe city.
Neighborhood policing, cutting-edge forensics, the best paid and trained police force, and some of the lowest crime rates in the entire state.
If my husband was here today, here's what he'd tell you. You're not going to find a better man to run this city, to accomplish what he's accomplished, and to continue with the projects he's been doing than Mayor John Tecklenburg.